Hey everyone! So today I'm going to film the amazing, great, best experience of my life video. This is how I met Shawn Mendes. Let's just get right into it. So a couple days after the Shawn Mendes Madison Square Garden concert, I found out that Shawn was having a performance at the Today Show. I tried to find a way to get there, but because it was too early in the morning, I couldn't go. I'm just like, alright. Bummer. So a week later goes by and I'm scrolling on my Instagram and I see one of the Shawn Mendes fan accounts posted something about Shawn having a pop-up shop in New York City. So I'm just like, what? And I saw that his first pop-up shop was at New York City, of course. So basically, the summary of this pop-up shop event was 2 days before the actual release of the album. The first 140 people that arrive there will have a chance to meet him.
And it also stated the day of the pop-up shop event, which was the 23rd of September. That particular day, Shawn was actually going to have the meet and greet. So they were going to pick a few selected people from the general admission line that just showed up and didn't have the tickets. And that's how you could meet him. So that's the reason why I went to this pop-up shop event.
So the week of the pop-up shop event, I had this feeling that I was destined to go to this pop-up shop for some reason. In my head that whole week, I was just like, something is telling me to go to this pop-up shop. The day of the pop-up shop event, it was a Friday, so obviously I didn't go to school. I notified my mom 2 weeks in advance to let her know that I wasn't going to school that day because I was going to the pop-up shop. The morning of that day, I was super excited, so me and my mom were eating breakfast and we were watching the Today Show because, of course, he was going to perform. When my mom heard him singing, she's just like, wow, he's a very talented singer. And he's cute too. And I'm just like, of course he's cute, Mom. And of course he's an amazing singer live. I got ready and I made sure I looked extra pretty. My dad picked me up and then we went to the city. Me and my dad made sure we ate a big meal before we went to the pop-up shop event. When I got to the pop-up shop event, it was around 12:40 p.m. Personally, when I was on the line, there was only like 7 people in front of me. Honestly, I thought the line was going to be like down the block, but I guess because a lot of people couldn't go that early because, you know, of school. So I'm just like, you know what, that's better for me. I'd rather be one of the first 15 to 20 people to maybe get at least somewhat closer to him. As I was sitting on the line, my dad was in Starbucks for like 4 to 5 hours because that's the amount of time we waited for Shawn. So I was standing on the line and these girls were in front of me. And they were super, super nice. I still like message them now till this day. I think all the girls that I was talking to, because there was 3 of them, they all like met him or like have at least seen him like pretty close up. I've never like met him before this pop-up shop event. I've only like seen him in a concert. And then when I went to that Good Morning America show in like 2013. I was just like, oh my god, I really hope I get to meet him. It's my dream. It's like my goal. I will do anything positive and safe to meet him. By the way, the line that we were waiting on was the general admission line. The people who were like, you know, the 140 people for that 2-day thing went on a completely different line than us. As the hours went by, it was around like 2:30. So the security guards were telling us that because we were one of the first people to be there, that we might get a closer seating area to the pop-up shop. Because the pop-up shop was like right here and we were just like right here. It wasn't even that bad. So around 2:40 they decided that the first 20 people were going to be in this little section right next to the glass window, which the glass window is considered the pop-up shop. So this is the glass window and this section was us. They checked us, they scanned us to see if we had anything on us. After we were in the section, it was around like 3:05-ish. Minding you, there were cops before I arrived at the pop-up shop event. Like around 3:05-ish, we noticed that the security guards are like getting ready for him to just like get through the door and start his performance and all that stuff. There was that usual black celebrity truck. He came out of the car and everyone was like, ah, you know, really excited. And so he waved at us, just really nice, and then he went in. And the thing that stunk was that the pop-up shop was really small. I feel like if it was a bit bigger, we could have been able to actually like be in the pop-up shop with him. But I mean, the glass window was right here and we were right here and he was right here, so we had the back of his head. And he turned to the side and like waved at us. So as he was preparing for his interview with Rolling Stone, because we were directly in front of him, like, you can't miss the fans going like this. So he was waving to us. He was just like smiling at all of us. As we were all just like yelling out compliments to Shawn, I was like, God bless America, God bless America. And then one of the girls that was in my section was like, no, God bless Canada. I'm like, yes, preach that shit. God bless Canada. So as he was ready for his interview, they brought the meet and greet people into the pop-up shop. They started the interview, and as he was smiling, you know, you can't help even though you don't know what he's saying. And I think it was actually like soundproof. You couldn't really hear what he was saying unless the door was opened. And because there were people like walking in and out, you could hear what he was saying, but then you couldn't. After his interview, he started singing and they finally kept the door open so that all of us could hear it. And we were all just singing along. And so after that, they closed the curtains because they started the meet and greet. They got people in and out like that. As they were doing that, the security guards were right near us, obviously. We were asking them, we were like, do you think we could be able to go in that meet and greet? Because we were in the section, stuff like that. They're like, no, sorry, I don't think so. I don't think we'll have enough time. As we were talking to the security guards, all the meet and greet people got their CDs and the paper to notify like where you could get your picture. And honestly, some of the meet and greet people that met him didn't even take the CD or the paper. They just left. And then the two people that were like handing out the paper and the CDs, they were just like, okay. So once they got done with all the meet and greet people, he was getting ready to go. Here's how I'm gonna explain this meeting him situation.
So SG stands for the security guard, and then you see me, and the G stands for the other girls. So the door was right next to the three other girls, and since I was the last person, I think that it was a good opportunity to obviously take a picture, so that's how it looked and that's how it all went.
Obviously he was getting ready to like, you know, leave and stuff. So I made sure my phone was on. I made sure that I had it on the camera mode. And I made sure I held out my phone like this. Not like, you know, in his face, but like this for him to know that I wanted to take a picture. So what he did was he took my phone. He didn't take one picture. He took two. And because I didn't want the picture to come out like a shitty picture, I got more closer to him. He's pretty tall. I mean, I'm 5'3", but the picture made it seem like I was a bit taller, but I'm not. I had to go on my tippy toes and like go more toward him to make sure that the picture turned out nice. After that, he gave me my phone back, and the three girls that I became friends with that day, I turned around and I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And they're just like, wait, what, you met him? I'm just like, yeah, look. It was literally the four of us, and we were all jumping up and down. We were like, oh my god, oh my god. We were flipping out because I couldn't believe me, Nina, taking a picture with Shawn. So after we were like fangirling, they were all just like, you deserve it. I'm so happy for you. I'm just like, oh my god, really? Thanks. So after he left, I was still in the front of the gate. So the security guard came out with merchandise. Because I was the only person nearest to him, he looked at me and I grabbed the sweatshirt from him. And this is the sweatshirt. I'll show you what it looks like. It says Shawn Mendes Illuminate, and it has New York City on it. And it's an extra large, but personally I love big sweaters. I didn't have to go to the pop-up shop those 2 days to get it. I got it for free. Because I was the first person to get the sweatshirt, everyone saw me get the sweatshirt. They noticed that he had more. The fans that were in my section, they broke the barricade gate and ran to get the merchandise. After that, I was on my way home and I was just like, duh, I have to get the Shawn Mendes Illuminate CD. I'm telling you, you could do anything you set your mind to. You just have to work your butt off and find any type of way to achieve that positive goal. I waited 5 hours and a half to meet him, but it was all worth it because I had a feeling that I was going to meet him. So just remember to never give up. You can achieve your goals as long as you work your butt off for it. Anything positive can happen. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to like this video. And yeah, I will see you soon. I love you all. See you soon. Bye. We're in.
Nobody knows the way that I know it's in. She got it bad, and I